So this list, it popped up twice. So yesterday, yesterday, this list won a challenge. Or not won a challenge, but top 5 challenge out of nowhere. Right? This Chauncey person has been working on this deck. They 5-0'd in a league with it. Making some changes. You know, so they're making some changes. They're working on it. Dampening Matrix is interesting. This is a very interesting card. They cut the Dampening Matrix for a little bit more resiliency. Then someone else took it and someone else top 8'd with it. So that's 2 top 8s back to back in a day. I did run a league with it, and I did notice that Ricochet Trap is kind of garbage. Because the problem is that in post-sideboard games, most decks these days have access to... So, like, if we look at this Modern Challenge, right, this Esper Murktide deck is going to have access to 4 Consigned to Memories after sideboard. So 4 Consigned to Memories. You can't Ricochet Trap this. So I think Ricochet Trap is kind of bad against this. And that's the sideboard card that everybody's bringing in against you. Like Grinding Station is bringing in 4 Consigned to Memories. So I don't think you want this moving forward. So I made the change. I'm cutting the 2 Ricochet Traps and I'm adding a Force of Vigor and a Mystical Dispute. And other than that, the deck has like all kinds of wild lands. The mana base is wild. Just 3 comes into play tap lands, which is crazy. And then 3 regular lands. So there's only 5 fetchable comes into play on tap lands. But you have ways to fetch for them. Essentially what you do is you get Delirium with this idiot. As long as there are 4 more card types, then you can Cascade into this. So it lets you play all these 3s where you play the twin combo. So you've got a lot going on in this list. And this card just helps fuel Delirium. It's a sorcery. It's an instant. You can get 2-card Delirium here pretty easily. Like a Glass Hulk or an Architects of Will plus this. And then boom, you have Delirium. Artifact creature, instant sorcery, boom. Just 2-card Delirium. So it is pretty cool. And we're going to play this list in some leagues just to have a little fun. So let's jam. Alright, so what do we got here? We got... This hand is okay. Having a living end in your hand is like a mulligan. Well, sometimes when you're a full degenerate, you know... Aether Vial. I'm going to force this. I don't really have that much else that the force is going to be used on. Especially if this is the black-white bullshit deck. So I'll probably use the Surveil land. I don't know. I might use it. Might get a land here. Cycle one of these 2 idiots. I have found that the Legacy... I've found that when I play a Legacy Challenge on stream, I am at a large disadvantage to when I play other formats. Alright, so let's play Breeding Pool. And I've particularly noticed it in Legacy. We're going to cycle Oliphaunt here. So they got a Skyclave, Witch's Enchanter. Should probably get a red land here. I wonder if I'm supposed to get a come into play tap land or just Stomping Ground. Probably just going to get Stomping Ground. So that way next turn I could cycle the Hedge Mage. I could cycle the Hedge Mage. Skyturtle? Skyturtle's interesting. But I'll just cycle. We'll do a nice little Surveil here. I'll put that in the graveyard. And then we can cycle this for a land. Okay. Even with Chat's Gigabrain support, yeah. Especially with Chat's Gigabrain support. Flicker Wisp, huh? Sure. Uh-huh. So this isn't really looking too good for us, but it's not really looking too bad. Alright, we'll cycle this. I mean, it is kind of looking bad, but what can we do? This was our only green land left. We used all our green lands. That's kind of funny. Unfortunately, Living End isn't going to be very good for us. Because look at all these cards that they're just dumpstering us. This is a Remorseful Cleric that's main deck. Do you guys see this? Well, we'll just pass the turn. This does feel... How come didn't play Legacy? I didn't have the Q piece. I've been visiting. I've been away from where I usually am right now, so I've been not streaming as much, and I didn't have the Q piece for the Legacy thing this morning. Cuz I've been slacking. All right. Let's see. I should Bounding Krasis this. I shouldn't let him get an attack. But I don't think it matters. I think I'm just toast. I think they just have too much value to let me do the bullshit that I'm trying to do. This combination was when the deck is just highly functional. But I have to tap this. I can't win this game in a million years, just for the record. Yes, I would like to tap that. This feels very unwinnable. I can't believe they're playing Remorseful Cleric. Can't believe they're playing Remorseful Cleric. Alright, so let's get another Surveil in. That goes to the graveyard. You know what's crazy is we don't even have Delirium. Don't even have Delirium. Don't even have it. I probably ought to tap this Overlord again. I have the Skyturtle, so the Skyturtle could get me Delirium. Alright, let's tap that again. Yes. Our opponent has 4 cards in hand still. I'm sure that won't matter at all. Recruiter is going to get me. I wonder if we're going to need Endurances to beat them. No, this is Twin. We are playing Twin. We're definitely playing Twin. We have Twin in this very deck. Alright. All I need to do is draw a Twin. And they surely don't have a Solitude. Alright, let's cycle this. We now have Delirium. Well, I mean, this list did top 8 back-to-back challenges, so it's not nothing, but it also is kind of janky horseshit. Right, back-to-back. It won here, and it won here. Oh, we're in so much trouble. It's not funny. I guess I have to cycle the turtle to get back a land. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to win this game. Not winning this game. Not winning this game. Alright, so how do I want to deal with them? I kind of need Endurances. Force of Negation isn't really going to do very much. Endurances to stop them from having a more ridiculous graveyard than me, which is crazy. And then Foundation Breakers. Probably better than... It's going to be hard to twin against a deck that's playing... It's going to be very hard to twin against a deck that's playing Solitudes. Let's do it like this. Let's play it like this. Well, we'll shave some of that and bring in Endurances and Foundation Breakers. So, this deck didn't come out of nowhere. Right? This deck is not some brew that I came up with. I'm not smart enough to come up with a deck like this. I am, but I wouldn't have put the time in to play it, and I would never play Ricochet Trap. I cut the Ricochet Traps, by the way. I found them a bit awkward in a world where everybody's playing Consigned to Memory. Alright, we've got a Cascader. We got a Cascade, we got a thing. We just got to get to Threshold. Everything's beautiful and groovy. Okay. So what are they going to surveil? They're going to get... What are they surveilling? They kept the card on top. Alright, let's get... What land do we need? Guess we could just get a Breeding Pool here. And then Forest Cycle. Get this thing. You'll do the turn. I guess we play this to surveil. Potentially surveil. So we're pretty close to having Threshold. This turtle is an enchantment. So if I put this in the graveyard and I cast Sync to Stupor, we have Delirium. Thraben Charm looks unbeatable. Thraben Charm might be a problem. Alright. So let's... We need double blue here. So let's get Thundering whatever surveil land. Thundering Falls. This gives us double blue, red blue, double green. Into the graveyard. What's up? Into the graveyard. Alright. So now we have Sink into Stupor. We got the turtle. We've got Endurance. We have Bounding Krasis. Everything is beautiful and groovy. How could we want anything else in life? Alright, so they're going to play a fella here. And we have to make a choice how we want to interact with this fella. Oh, Bowmaster. Oh, that's so much worse than fella. Yeah, whatever. 13. No Yogg today. No Yogg today. We're doing some fun stuff today. We're going to try and have a little fun today. We're going to do a league of this, and then we're going to do a league where you guys pick the deck. Where I'll put Yawgmoth, and I'll put Legacy. I'll put everything on there. Whatever you guys pick, we will play. I think this is an opportunity to bound in with our Krasis here. And just eat this for free. I'll tap that. Yes, I would like to tap that. Bonk. Momir. Oh no! Another Orcish Bowmaster. It has killed my Bounding Krasis. How will I survive? I don't think that I will survive. Ooh. Let's eat. Let's have Fudgy the Whale here. I'll take a Bloodbraid Marauder. Well, this is really embarrassing that I don't have Delirium here. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty embarrassed. I'm going to play this. I'm going to put it into play tapped. I'm kind of embarrassed that we don't have Delirium here. It's embarrassing. Please don't judge. Please don't judge how embarrassing our Delirium situation is. That Master of Waves was supposed to get us... This Waker of Waves was supposed to get us Delirium. So we could kill both of these and get all these back. But life isn't fair. Alrighty. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to play this. I'm going to attempt to surveil here. Nah, I'm just going to pass. We're just going to pass. No, turtle is only enchantment plus creature, so it only would have added 1. Which is awkward. The reason is that you have access to Twin, right? The reason is you get to play Splinter Twin, and it lets you play cute cards like this. But I kind of agree with you. I think you could do a lot. Like, I guess once you play Cascadings with the other guy, then it's kind of really gets awkward. But I don't know. I don't know all the decisions in this deck, but I do know that it top-8'd 2 challenges in a row, so whenever something does that, you gotta think, well, I should probably investigate just a little. Which is what we're doing. We're just poking our head in and investigating a little. Yeah, I can return the Walker with the Turtle and then use it. I can cast Endurance. I can bounce. So right now, as it stands, I'm gonna Endurance block the fella and hold up Colossal Skyturtle, return something. I don't necessarily get the list either. Flicker Wisp. Okay. What are you going to target? They're going to flicker a Bowmaster, I'd have to imagine. I don't know what that card is. What card is that? Okay. Okay. They're actually gonna, what they're gonna do is they're gonna target this, and this is gonna give me Delirium. Because if they target this with that thing, with the whatever, this thing is actually gonna give me Delirium. Them doing that. Right? Because when they put this into the graveyard, then all I have to do is bounce this turtle to bounce something. Right? And then I'll have Delirium. Oh no. They've killed my thing. Okay. So now Flicker Wisp comes back. Caramosa the New Dawn. Lifelink, Menace, Indestructible. All the keywords. Can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile or graveyard during your turn, you draw a card and lose 1 life. What? Holy cow. Wow. There's got to be a lot of cards that just work with this. This card's very, very strong. That's kind of wild. Alright. So they're going to Flicker Wisp our land. Yeah, Black-White Flicker. Black-White Flicker is getting a new toy. Alright, so they're going to flicker this land, which we knew. So now we're going to... I guess we should Surveil here to try and hit Delirium. Because that land's not going to come back until next turn. Graveyard. Alright. That'll give us Delirium. Alright, let's cast Incubation. Let's get an Endurance, I guess. It's the only card here that has text. Endurance. And now we cast our homeboy. Ba-da! I would like to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of your creatures. And I would like to get a couple of mine. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yes. Is this Living End Twin? Solitude. Okay. Do I want them to have a Solitude? I think the answer is no, I don't. Alright, so they're going to kill their fella. This is going to go to the graveyard, and then... Nope. No Solitudes for you. None of that shit. Alright. Get all your graveyard out of here. Get all your... Guess I want to put the twin back in my graveyard. And I'll tap that. No. Alright. Sink into the Stupor will not be put into battlefield because it is not a permanent card. Oh. Well, that will not work the way I thought it would work. So... Lesson learned. That does not work for Delirium. You see, today I learned... That's how this deck is supposed to work. Right? That's how this deck is supposed to work. Never doubted. There was a little bit of doubt. I won't lie. I had a little bit of doubt myself. Okay, so we have the Deceivers. We cut a twin. I'm wondering if we want a Force of Vigor on the draw to stop, like... Force of Vigor might be the best way to stop an early Overlord of Belmark, or whatever the fuck it's called. But I guess we have the Foundation Breakers, so we probably don't need this. Alright. Maybe I do need to get rid of the... Overlord's just so good against us. I think Overlord's their best card against us, like, hands down, and it's not close. Do you know that this deck should play Overlord? There's so many ways you could build this deck. There's so much potential here. Thank you, Petrostra. Appreciate the subscription. Very kind of you. Thank you for the 10 months. Yeah, we do have Endurance. Endurance is going to go a long way. Like, I don't necessarily know if you need the twin package. It's kind of a left field. It comes out of nowhere. I probably should cut the full twin package against this Solitude deck. But, I don't know. We want to keep the... Yeah, in game one, they were just able to just get too much of a graveyard. So even if we Bloodbraid Maraudered, it didn't work. But, I mean, it is saying something that Splinter Twin has put back-to-back... Uh-oh. Oops. Oops. I'm a bad streamer. I didn't mute my phone. Can you guys believe that Luca got traded? Why would they trade Luca? Like, what are they thinking? NBA Finals. This is the score of the... Like, you went to the finals with Luca. Like, what? I don't know. I know not all of you are big into the sports, but that's just so crazy. What's a Luca? Luca's an Overwatch player. That's actually true. Luca's like Grandmaster, Master Tier Overwatch. Oh, that's kind of hilarious. I feel like this is Latin. Liver odium. I wonder what that means. Odium. Bruise hate. Okay, never mind. Alright, what do we got? We got a turtle, a way to get land, 2 lands. Alright, we're keeping. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think it was just one of those NBA ego things you keep hearing about, where one person is like, blah, 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 fuck this guy, and the other person's like, this guy. Hateful bruise. Yeah, it is. My favorite thing about it is people posting on TikTok that NBA 2K or 24K or whatever the latest version is keeps denying people the trade because they're like, it's an unfair bullshit trade. So they like, you can't do it in their season version or whatever, where you're the GM. The trade gets denied. Sports ball. I know. I saw it, and I was just like, ew, Living End. I wonder what that looks like now. Alright, this is actually perfect, because we have the foundation breaker here to break this foundations. Magistrate, that card might be a problem. Magistrate might be a little bit of a problem, I won't lie. Alright, let's get Stomping the Ground. The Dallas GM must have just hated Luka. Luka must have said something. Did you ever see the video where they took away Luka's beer? When he was like celebrating and they took away his beer? I thought that was like the end. I was like, alright, I see why Luka wants out. Yeah. Alright. We could beat this. We just gotta just fill up our graveyard and then we can bounce it or whatever it. We also have Twin here. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? I think I want an Incubation here. Tortuga. Alright. And then we can cycle both of these. Welcome back. Yeah, this is the Living Twin. And I was taken back by the spice melange. The spice melange. I don't know how to spell the melange, but... Oh, they're attacking me? Oh, you dirty dog. The spice must flow. Emperor of Bones. I find it interesting to do this post-combat. But who am I to say? Let's cycle... What the hell is Living End Twin? You're looking at it. Take a look. You have all these shitty unplayable cards, and then you have another shitty unplayable card. You just stack shitty unplayable cards on top of each other. That's how Living End Twin works. Alright, I'm going to get basic island here, just to keep my life total high. For the cycling. Oh, hey. See this card? This card creates... This card is where it's all about. Alright. That card is not what we wanted to draw. So let's see. We're going to get back... How's this going to work? We're going to go play this land. Pay 3 life. We're going to cast Tortuga. Boop. To your hand. And now we're going to cast the Bloodbraid Elf. Haba! If they were to have a number of solitudes here, it could be concerning. It's not a meme, it just provides an alternate angle of attack. Like 90% of games you're doing this. But in games in which you can't do that, you can do this. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like an alternate sort of win con. I will say this. I did a league with the deck prior, and I at no point killed anyone with Twin. At no point did I kill anyone with Twin. Alright. So we're going to get some triggers. We're going to kill the Overlord. And... Oh, I did this... Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Alright. They get to return Emperor of Bones. I would say Frogtide is... I would say Yogg is on the tier with Frogtide, but it's definitely... And I would say Titan is... I would put Yogg higher, but yeah. I would put Death and Taxes as the same tier as Yogg, but that's just me. I would say Energy, Breach, and Eldrazi are S. I would... Alright, here, if you want to do the list... let's go... This on the bottom... Top. If I had to do the list, I would do... I would do Grinding Station at S+. And then I would do Energy and Eldrazi at S. And then I would do Yawgmoth and Orzhov midrange at B, or at A. And then I would put Murktide, Belcher, I would put all the rest of the decks at B. I think Yogg is good. I don't think it's as good as Grinding Station, or like these three decks. But I think it's on par with this. If you run hot with either one of these decks, you can win anything. I don't think this deck is on tier with these decks. It's good, but I don't think it's on tier. Well, I think that Yawgmoth struggles against this deck. This card, plus this card in particular. Eldrazi is difficult. I think that before, Yawgmoth was better positioned when it was Energy, Murktide, and Grinding Station. I think Yawgmoth could very easily come up with a sideboard that dealt with this, plus this, plus this, pretty easily. And I felt that Yawgmoth was S tier when that was happening, when it was just these three. But I think with the rise of Eldrazi ramp and this mid-range deck, I think both of these, Yawgmoth is unfavored. And the cards that you need to beat Eldrazi ramp, Fulminator Mages, don't really go anywhere. They don't really do anything for any other deck except for Amulet Titan. So I think that, like, the cards you need to beat this kind of deck is like a Thoughtseize. And the cards you need to beat this kind of deck is different. So, like, it's very hard to find a sideboard that beats this, plus this, plus this, plus this, as a Yawgmoth player. So, I think Yawgmoth was better positioned before this deck showed up. And I don't know if you guys remember lots of tournaments, challenges that I did, where I did this into this, and it felt not very good. I'll tell you that much. You know, we lost. We played against this deck like 4 times in a row, and I didn't have Fulminator Mages, and I got destroyed. And then I put four Fulminator Mages in the sideboard, and then I played against Energy, Murktide, and never saw this deck for like 2 tournaments. You know, but I think that Yawgmoth is an underdog against this and this, but has good matchups against this, this, and this. If you sideboard correctly, if you give the Grinding Station the sideboard respect it deserves, Yawgmoth has good matchups into these 3. But this deck is gone, so it's essentially, if you do like a 7-day metagame, right? Look where Murktide is. Murktide's nowhere to be seen in the last 7 days. So I think that this is the meta now. This is S tier, S plus tier, and then blop, blop, blop. Flicker Wisp, sure. Yeah, Murktide fell off a cliff. Phyrexian. Most people got a little sick of the Phyrexians. Well, the problem is that deck does its bullshit, and they get... If that deck does its bullshit and they get a turn 2 Oculus or whatever, and then the Living End deck is just like, haha, Solitude. Get wrecked, nerd. Alright, so I lost all my big creatures. What does an attack look like? An attack looks pretty good here. So let's be in combat. Be in combat. Attack, 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 attack. No, but like... When Frogtide is just like working hard to put an Oculus in play and like spews all their resources, and then Death and Tax is just like, haha, Solitude. Alright. So they probably have an Ephemerate here. So they're probably going to try and... Oh, nope, never mind. They're just surveilling. I think that the Oculus deck was very, like, high-rolly, right? Like, when they went turn 1, Thought Scour, put an Oculus in the graveyard, turn 2, unearth it, you were just like, oh, I can never win this game. You know, or when they went turn 1, Thoughtseize you, turn 2, Frog, turn 3, attack you, draw a card, here's an Oculus, plus I'm holding up Counterspell. Good luck, noob. Right? When they high-rolled, that deck felt incredibly powerful, but the deck did not have the consistency to last. Because when you did not do that, or your opponent interacted with you in the slightest way, and you just spewed your hand to get, you know what I mean? Like, the deck had incredibly powerful starts, but at the same time, it had incredibly derpy. Like, if your cards lined up perfectly against what your opponent was doing, the deck was unbeatable. Listen, Wellman, this top-8'd. Don't look at me. I'm just playing with the meta. Look at this. Modern Challenge. Living End with Twin. Modern Challenge. Living End with Twin. It's right here. It's what am I supposed to do? It forces me to play this. I have to play it. As someone who enjoys the shittiest of content decks, it doesn't get more shittier and more contentier than this deck. You know what I mean? In the realm of shitty content decks, here we are. Not yet. Give it time. Just wait for Modern Horizons 4. Okay, so should I tap this? The problem is, if I tap this, I don't need to tap it because I don't want them to, like, ephemerate it or flicker wisp it or something. So I need to hold up access to channeling this to bounce it. Plus they only go to 10, and I have access to 10 damage if I do play the Deceiver Exarch at the end of turn. Uh-huh. Alright, so we're going to go Deceiver. Tap it in. Just tap it in. Just tappy tappy. Tappy tappies. I would like to swing for 10. Oh, you're at 10? Oh, you son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! What can I do about this? Nothing? I should probably cycle this for a green source. Do I want Fudgy the Whale? Nah. I could have bounced the Marauder to my hand. I probably should have bounced the Marauder to my hand. No, because this stupid idiot's around. Alright, so we have the bouncing Cassis. We have all kinds of goodies. We don't care if Solitude hits us, because the Whale Tail here. We've got a lot of cool stuff going on. We just basically have to make sure they don't ephemerate or blink that or do anything to that. Dude, Turtle has Ward 2. How broken. Recruiter of the Guard. Okay. They're going to get a Solitude, and they're going to try and Solitude my Turtle. But my Turtle has Ward 2. So whatever they Solitude, I will Skyturtle Solitude, I guess. Solid dude. Alright. We need a Bounding Krasis. We need a Fish Lizard. Tap down you. Yay. GG's. Undefeated. Never lost. And as usual with every Twin deck, we never cast Twin. Yeah, it does instill fear. The twin is up here. The real power of Splinter Twin lies in the mind games. All right. All we have to do is not draw any more living ends. And then everything will be fine. Aspirations. What an aspiring name. It's a good name. The only problem is it's too close to Spike. Verdant Catacombs. That's the perfect draw. Alright, so we're going to need some help this game. Seeing as our hand does literally nothing. Are they Yawgmoth? No, they're not Yawgmoth. They are something else entirely. Alright. That's not good. Saga means they can get some kind of graveyard hate. Oh, this Tarmogoyf is going to be gigantic. Alright, let's get an island here to try and save some life. And we're just going to cycle through some stuff. Huh. Fortunately, I have to get Breeding Pool to be able to cycle these blue cards. Which means I don't have access to the red. But it's okay. Might as well just cycle this now. So I don't get Bowmastered. God damn it. Alright. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I know it doesn't look fine. It looks like we're getting killed by a giant Tarmogoyf. And they're going to be able to get a Nile Spellbomb off this and ruin everything. But everything is fine. Trust me. It's not fine. We're fucked. Stop making sagas, doofus. Yeah. It's just the rock. Alright, Redland. Okay. Okay, so, how do we do this? How do we do this? We cannot get Delirium. We just can't get Delirium this turn. So we're going to have to get it next turn. So we're going to play this land. This can get us red, but we won't have Delirium. So I suppose I just Deceiver Exarch, tap the Tarmogoyf, put the fear of getting twinned into him. Uh-huh. Alright, let's see what they do here. Yeah, we could bounce the Construct. We can bounce the Goyf. We could do all kinds of stuff. I don't want them to randomly get a Pithing Needle here and get our Misty Rainforest. So I'm going to crack this in response. Just so we don't get randomly hose-bagged. I guess I have to get Steam Vents. And we want it untapped so we can cycle and do stuff. We don't want to get hose-bagged by them going Pithing Needle on your Misty Rainforest. And we'll be like, oh, you piece of shit. Sprangleaf Drum? What the F? They didn't get something to mess with our graveyard? You fool. Alright, so they're going to go to beginning of combat. And we're going to go tappy tap. Tappy tap. Just tap your Tarmogoyf. Look, it's like a Time Walk. It's like a 1 mana Time Walk. How broken is Deceiver Exarch? Well, we can't beat Endurance, so we can't think that they have good cards like Endurance. I guess I could cycle the Waker of Waves. What can I do here? I could just play another Twin. One and bounce plus Cascade. Because I thought that they could have a thing here. Thought that they could have a piece of graveyard interaction. We could Waker and try and hit. We need to hit a land plus one card that would give us Delirium. Which is probably hard to do. I think it's our best bet. Waker, find a land. Or should we just turtle? Turtle gives us Delirium, so let's just use this turtle. Bounce the Tarmogoyf for something. Alright. I thought they would get... Well, you'd think they would have got it the first time. But we're going to find out. Shadow Sphere. That is so good for us. Whatever gets the Shadow Sphere gets the bouncing. Okay. Alright, so we'll chump block. So we will go 1, 2. Bounce this to owner's hand. And then we will block. And we cycle. As long as we don't cycle into Living End and then draw Living End, we're okay. Yay! I would like to cast Living End. No, because if they have an Endurance, I want to be able to Mountain Cycle this, right? Hypothetically speaking, if our opponent was playing Endurance, I would want to cycle the Oliphaunt after this Endurance resolves. Hypothetically speaking, if our opponent is playing that card. Our graveyard just got a lot less juicy. But now we can get our Oliphaunt. Oliphante! And now we're going to get Thundering Falls. So... Well, like someone said, the reason they didn't get a main deck Nile Spellbomb must have been because they had Endurance. Right? That's the only possible reason that they didn't get that. And they should not have shuffled the Living End back into my deck. That's a bit foolish. That's a play full of tomfoolery. Like, you don't want to ever shuffle a Living End back into a Living End opponent's deck. I'll put that on top of my library. That's not what you want to do in life. Yeah. Like, we could have used Waker of Waves there pre-combat and, like, really stacked our grave, or pre-surveil, but we, like, didn't want to. Alright, so now all we gotta do is draw Twin. 1, 2. Twin's always on the table. Twin is always on the table. Witherbloom Command. You got it. You got it. My 3/1. No. Do you want to attack? You don't want to attack? Now we're just going to send this idiot in and tappy taps their thingy things. Alright, let's incubate. We're just looking for... I don't even know what we're looking for. I guess we get another Bloodbraid Marauder. Well, they have a little bit too much. Do they? They just have a Tarmogoyf and a thing. I guess we can get a Generous Ent here and make a land drop. This can get us Stomping Ground. Then we can shock in Stomping Ground, tap this, attack, progress our board a little bit. Stomping Ground. Attack. Alright, I believe they're dead next turn due to the awesome power of the Oliphaunt. I mean, we're just tapping. They're going to, like, equip the Shadow Sphere, swing, and then we're going to tappy-tap. I mean, this thing gets... So, those unfamiliar with the Oliphaunt... Whenever Oliphaunt attacks another target creature you control... Alright, well... They've forced our hand. We must tappy tap now. Tappy tap. Tappy tappies. Yes, I would like to tap that. They didn't float mana there. That was sus. Like, why didn't they float mana? How many twins? I mean, you don't leave home without 4 Splinter Twins. If you're gonna twin somebody, you need to commit to twinning. You know? This isn't some 9, you know, you have to play 4. What do you mean cute? If we draw a Splinter Twin here, we win the game. 2? I mean, you could play any number in this pile of shit. It won't matter. You could play any number. But they should have floated a mana here off this. They should have banged the drum. Oh, you're dead, homie. The Bounding Krasis gets the trample from the thingy, and then you die. Begin of the combat. Begin of the combat. Smash. Yeah, just play 4 and then never cast them. That's what I do. That's, I believe, the proper way to play Twin. Play 4 of them and never do anything else. Knacker 64. Thank you for the 19 months of support. You're very kind. Alright, so we want Foundation Breakers and we want Endurances. If they're going to be dirty dogs and try and endurance us, we need to be dirtier dogs and we need to endurance them. Force of Negation does not seem like the way. I'm going to cut Deceivers and Twins. Benny Limitfish. Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it. Alright, so we need to cut 2 cards. We need to cut... We could cut Deceiver Exarch, and we could cut Fudgy the Whale. Alright. Alright. So strike down. You dirty dog. Okay, so we have Endurance. We have a way to get mana. We have a way to cycle. We have a hypothetical living end. And then we have this idiot for no reason. We have a green card to pitch to Endurance. I like it. I like it. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Both of you. Alright. Nethergoyf. Alright. I don't really care about this thing. It's only their graveyard. So, you know, whatever. I mean, it's going to beat us in the face, but hopefully it doesn't beat us in the face too hard. Hopefully just a little hard. Force of Vigor. Alright, we're going to play Misty, and we are going to pass. Well, we're trying to keep it nice and simple. We try not to go too crazy. We're just having some fun. Having some fun, playing some stupid decks, playing stupidly, and trying not to embarrass myself every single play of the game. Trying to remember what the cards do. Alright, so... What is this? We're not gonna... I was thinking about Force... We're gonna have... Okay. Another 1-2. Scary. Inquisition of Kozilek. Well, I can't really do anything about this, so I'm just going to accept. What land am I getting? That's the real question. They are getting a little scary, but we have Endurance to keep them in check. Right? If they get too rowdy and too raucousy, we could just Endurance them. Yeah. So the question is, what's the play here? We kind of have... We want to get double green. I guess I want Breeding Pool here. So I can get the green. And now the question is, Oliphaunt or Architects? I think Oliphante. Because this guarantees that I can get the mountain too. No, maybe I get Stomping Ground. I guess we'll get Stomping Ground. This guarantees that we can Fudgy the Whale next turn. Okay. You'll do a turn. So we can Fudgy the Whale, and then we can Endurance, and then everything is beautiful and groovy. No sagas over here, which is great. No sagas. We have the turtle. Tortuga is La Tortuga. If I could scroll over there. This card is... I can't get over to the turtle. For some reason, Magic Online is not letting me click here. But the Tortuga is... It's kind of like cycling. It's pseudo-cycling. Alright, so let's Fudgy the Whale. Oh, Splinter Twin! Can we resist? We have a bounding boy. Can we resist the Splinter Twine? I can't resist. I can't resist. No, can't resist. No way. Yeah. That's why we're going to get him with the old Bounding Krasis. God, we're going to go to 6 to do this. They don't have Endurance. Urza Saga, boo. Boo, Urza Saga. Alright, we have a choice. Do we Bounding Krasis tap? Or do we just wait for them to attack an Endurance? Feels like we should just Endurance them. Feels like this just might be better. Boop. Uh-huh. Alright, so they only have 2 cards. Perfect draw. Alright. Should I cycle these idiots? Should I Force of Vigor this? Should I cycle these idiots? Should I just Bounding tap? Cycle. Uh-oh. 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 Danger. Danger. Uh-huh. No, Fish Lizard doesn't untap. It only untaps creatures. Right? Fish Lizard is different from all the other things because it's just creatures. He's even worse. He is worse. He's so much worse. Fish Lizard is bad. Alright, so the end of turn, we're going to Force of Vigor this and this. But we're going to do it at the end of turn so we don't take damage from this doofus. What did you do? What did you do, Wellman? Did you deserve it, or were you nice and kind? Uh-huh. Alright, so Force of Vigor... Send it to me? Alright. Where are you sending it? Send it to me on the Discords. Oh no, my graveyard. My graveyard that I worked so hard to make it so nice. Okay. So what do we need to draw? What do we want to draw? We want to draw Surveil Land, I guess? Are you fucking kidding me? This is why I can't play Living End. This is why I don't possess the necessary skills to play Living End. You know? Like in the movie Underworld, where Kate tries to awaken the Elder, and he says, this is why you don't possess the necessary skills. This is why I don't play the deck. Alright, go to combat. Go to combat. I need you in combat. Tappy, tappy, tappy. Tappy, tappy. Alright, so all I need to do is draw an untapped land and have my opponent have nothing in their hand, and we shall twine them. Untap land. Untap land. Untap land. It's happening! It's happening! Huh! Yay! Yay! It's happening! Bonk. It's happening! Since the unban, this is the first time I've actually had to click through this combo. And I've played like Splinter Twin a whole bunch. It's happening! We did it! We bounded. Deck's great. Can't lose. Pretty sure this person beat me last night when I was playing at 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's see if this is true. If that's true, I need vengeance. See, last night, Modern, uninspired Mihagic. This was last night, right? And I've come for my... Oh, nope. Different name. Different name. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Don't pay attention to me. Alright. So, let's get Steam Vents. And let's cast this. I will get Architects, or... Architects is probably the fastest way to get Delirium. Alright. Yield to the turn. I guess next turn we'll play Fudgy the Whale. And then the following turn we'll go Architects, Cascade. Alright. So there's no reason not to just play this. And let our opponent think that everything is alright. We have to be careful because of Eldrazi command. They could just ruin our day. Because they're just Eldrazi dipshits. So, I mean, for sure they have Eldrazi command. The future is now, old man. The future is now! They're probably younger than me. But, you know, we're here to talk shit anyway. The future is now, young man. Old man. We're going to wake her. We're going to wake her. And... Alright. We will probably put the Splinter Twin in our hand. And... So now we have a twin. Why do I hate spaghetti monsters? My hatred for spaghetti monsters arose around the time of Thought-Knot Seer. And Thought-Knot Seer has now been power crept out of the world. That should let you know how broken they are. Delirium achieved. Why are you messing with my Delirium? Why are you messing with my things? Leave my things alone. Leave my things alone! The jig is up. Everybody knows what we're up to. Everybody knows what we're... Oh, good. Splinter Twin. Let's cycle. Oh, good. Splinter Twin. I mean, we have Delirium. Like, We could get back an Architect of Will and kill these two idiots. I mean, we kind of got to, right? We have to do it. We're going to Living End. Let's see what they've got. Oh boy, I don't want them to have any of these cards. You can have Myco Spawn, thing. Alright. So now all we need is one of those stupid things that we never drew. We're just going to draw one, and then we're going to win the game. We're going to splice them in twain. I think it was important to kill those two, like, construct things. We need a Tappy Tapper. Of course, Sowing Myco Spawn. Gross. Bajuga Bog, oh no, my things. Actually, I don't give a shit about that. I'm on the Splinter Twin plan. I've looked past Delirium. We're now Splinter Twine gamers. I guess if I'm gonna Fudgy the Whale, I should Fudgy the Whale now. Should take Tortuga. It's the only card with text. I can actually attack, and I can Colossal Turtle back the Marauder. That's kind of interesting. Alright, attack. That's actually not bad. Bounce the Colossal Turtle. Yeah, we're not a Twin deck. We've forgotten about Twin. Let's get a mountain here. And let's bounce this. We have Delirium again, which is kind of cool. Alright. I'm gonna attack first. Let's do that. Let's attack first. They're saving their Kozilek's commands. So now I'm going to cast another Twin. I'll get back 12 power. And if they have Kozilek's return, I can still Colossal Skyturtle back my thing. I mean, I'm sure they have Kozilek's command. Oh, they're gonna try and surveil. No, stop it. Why do they always have Kozilek's return? Always have it. Why? Alright, so they're going to exile my whole graveyard. That's fine. That's fine. But the Cascade is still on the stack. So, like, we'll just get to be able to Colossal thing one of their stupid Eldrazi back, and we'll still get a Tortuga. Alright, so they're going to surveil. Hopefully they don't surveil something stupid. Alright, so now we're going to put this on the stack. Alright, we're going to put Living End on the stack. No! No! Oh, I didn't hold priority. Oh, shit. This is fine, because we're just going to use this to find a tapper. Alright, we're going to get that. And then now we have the Splinter Twin. All we have to do is live. No, I think it was probably better to find Twin. I think it's better to find Twin here. Just don't have a thing. Gross! My lands! It's alright, we're going to draw one. I guess we have to main phase this to tap one of their lands. Otherwise, we're just doomed. Let's put this into play. Tapped. 1, 2, 1, 2. I guess I have to just do it. Alright, we'll attack. And we'll upkeep, tap a temple. I mean, it's the best thing we can do. I guess I could let them go for the turn. I guess if they play... Yeah. We gotta just tap their Eldrazi Temple. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Well, if they destroy a red land. Karn the Great Creator. Interesting. Cursed Totem. What do we want to do now? Well, we can't Splinter Twin them. I can turtle, I can attack. I guess I should swing both at Karn. Then they'll block here. Get back an Architect's Will. Turtle into Marauder. I could bounce this. Alright, so let's think about this. I bounce this. I can kill Karn. Bounce, kill Karn. Then I can Marauder back an Architect's plus the Turtle. I could still do this. As opposed to... even though the Curse Totem's in play, I could still bounce this. Well, I have a Marauder in my hand, so there's no point in, like, bouncing this one, Wellman. I should not let them untap with a Karn. I don't think letting them untap with a Karn is a good idea. So let's bounce this. Let's go to combat. Let's attack Karn, attack them. Now, what's up, Janini? Am I out of living ends? Is that what just happened? Okay. Well, we've put a bunch of creatures in play. What's up, Janini? How are you? How can I help you today? Janini, thank you so much. You're too kind. Appreciate it. Alright. Too kind, Janini. So, I think we're doomed. But, I mean, we could still attack them. Who plays Curse Totem? What a jerk. Oh, don't say that. I know you have a love affair with... What is this? Thank you. 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop killing my lands. Can you stop? Stop playing these stupid cards. We're out of living ends, apparently. Living end, living end, living end. We are out of living ends. Be in combat, attack, attack, attack. I don't think we can win this game. In fact, I know we can't win this game. Who plays Curse Totem? What a jerk. Oh, we can exile Worldbreaker. Give him a 3/3. That's coming next game. We will be putting in Inevitable Betrayal next game. Can you fuse this? No, this isn't one of the fuse ones. Alright, we're dead. We're dead. They're gonna get the stupid thing, and then we're gonna thing, and they're gonna thing us, and alright, Inevitable Betrayal. Let's go. These cards. Let's go. Force of Negation might not be the way. Endurance might be good. But let's just try Inevitable Betrayal. And we'll put in Endurances. And let's cut a Deceiver Exarch. Alright, so we're gonna look, our deck's gonna look like this, and then we're going to betray them. Yeah, we get a 13/13 flying trample that they can't beat. Yeah, it's just like a block. We need to like kill them, you know? We have to Steam Vents. Alright, let's tutor for the thingy. There he is. Done. Yield the turn. So. Alright, so they have a soul land for no reason in this game, which I love. Love that for them. I think that this deck could use Street Wraiths, if I'm being honest. I think this deck doesn't hurt itself enough, so it could use more pain. So we can't get Delirium now, so we have to go for next turn. So I guess if I'm gonna cycle this, I should do this, and that's a mountain. I probably want this mountain because of the no, I don't need this mountain. All right, let's yield to the turn. All right, so all we have to do, I mean, they're going to do stuff to, like, stop us from getting Delirium. 1, 2, 3. Don't be Karn. Myco spawn. Sure. Okay. Oh, they have Consign? Oh, my God. That's such horseshit. All right, we're going to cycle Architects. Give ourselves Delirium. Alright, let's do this. We'll find out. I mean, they have Consign. Well, that sucks so much for us. That's no good for us. Let's get a breeding pool. And let's incubate. I guess we get a Krasis. Alright. They're getting harder, Janini. There was one, there was like, I need you to find all the bicycles. And I just couldn't do it for like a half hour. It was very, very demoralizing. Like, but that's a bicycle and that's a bicycle. But that's a motorbike. That's the one on stream. The bicycle ones are kind of hard. Alright, do you have another Rumble? Yeah, the error is this. This is the error right here. This card was a mistake. Oh my god. My opponent has so much fucking mana. This is ridiculous. Karn? Yeah, okay, sure. Sure. Tormod's Crypt. I guess I'm going to tap this and attack that. I should Mountain Cycle first. To progress my board. One, two, three. Turtle? Tap. The problem is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're 1 mana away from being able to Emrakul me next turn. That's terrific. That's terrific. Alright, I would like to tap your Sowing Michael spawn. Can I please tap this and then go from there? Just tap. tap. Alright. Now I can kill... Yes. Now we kill the Karn. This is the fish lizard. This is the Tortuga. Alright, cool. They get to Emrakul me. That's neat. That's so cool. They're doing this on turn 4, by the way. This is a turn 4 Emrakul. I did hear that. This is a turn 4 Emrakul while having a consigned to memory on turn 3. On turn 2. Oh boy. I hope they ban this card. This card right here needs to go. Alright, so they have... They can bounce my thing. That'll be exciting. We're actually not out of this game if they don't have anything else. Because we could just, like, tap this forever. I don't know what they're going to do here. They can Endurance, pitch a turtle, Endurance myself. They got a lot of options. Oh, they're bouncing that? Yeah, sure. GG. Oh, they gave me the offensive GG. It's not very nice. That's not very nice. Well, I don't know what you're supposed to do against this Eldrazi deck. Yeah. I mean, I have Deceiver to tap this. I don't know. Targeting me. So all I need to do is draw Twin and then draw another red mana because they're about to kill one of my lands. Alright, I mean, this is the start, right? Because I get to play Thundering Falls. I get to surveil for a Twin here. Twin? All I need is a Twin. Oh, that's not Twin. Alright, so we're going to yield to a turn. And then... Exarch to tap down the Crypt and the Turtle to bounce my Marauder. I don't have Living End in the deck in this game, right? I don't have Living Ends. I only have the Gain 13 thing. I only have Inevitable Betrayals, which is just not good enough. Alright, tap your thing. Bonk. Alright, all we gotta do is draw a Twin. That's it. Just draw Splinter Twin. Just gotta draw Splinter Twin. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna destroy your land with my stupid thing, and I'm gonna get another land. We need Splinter Twin off the top. Oh, do they have another one? Yep. Alright, can I actually win from this spot? I guess I could draw a series of... I guess I could draw... Ugh. Oh, Eldrazi Temple. Alright, so what do we got? We've got a land, we've got a bunch of cyclers, we're keeping, and we have Force of Negation. Uh-oh. Energy. Alright, as long as this is an Oculus. Or not Oculus. Ocelot Pride. Uh-oh. Okay, so... we could do everything at instant speed. I guess we could do this first. Gonna get an island to preserve my life total. And I'm going to cast this. We're looking for our friend. We did not find our friend. I feel like I have enough cyclers and things that I don't need Fudgy the Whale. But I have a Bounding Krasis already. But I'll take another one. Alright, yield to the turn. Wonder if this deck is supposed to play Basic Forest. Is this list legit? I mean, it top 8'd 2 tournaments back to back, right? So this, it's here and it's here. So I don't know if it's legit or not, but 2 tournaments is pretty impressive in my book. That's 2 more tournaments than I've top 8'd in the last year. That's not true, but still. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Calm down over there, buddy. Calm down. Alright, we need to get to a cycler. We need a living end. No, it's 2 different people. This was Chaunacey, and this was Big Snack Enjoyer. Alright, we need to get to that guy. Alright, we found that guy. So now we don't need to do anything else. Now we just land cycle. Okay. Yield to the turn. It is crazy, but we might die this turn. Nah, I don't think we can die. But it's pretty scary, the amount of damage that they can do here. Yeah, look at the tryhard with their good cards. Alright, so we're dead to Thraben Charm. We're not dead to Thraben Charm, but... Alright. Let's cycle our Generous Ent. And let's get... Are you going to Thraben Charm me? But you've made the fatal mistake. It's your turn, so get fucked. Get fucked. All they had to do was wait. It's just the flexibility, right? Multiple ways to win. Multiple ways to win. Multiple things you can do. You know what I mean? Like, these cards are just good cards in general for, like, buying time and doing stuff, you know? Well, at least we know they weren't ghosting, right? So I could cycle this Architects of Will, or I can play this Surveil land. It's kind of the same thing, in a way. Maybe we can Surveil something cool to the top. Yeah, into the graveyard. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. We're going to get rid of 1. What do you have? We're going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to get the old 9 for 1, 2, 3. Oh, they get an Ajani back? Oh, what a piece of shit. I don't want a living end anymore. They get back Ajani. Game over. We lost. They got back Ajani. Ugh. We're dead. We lost. Ah, these things have reach. So bring that weak ass shit over here. Alright. So, what do we want to do now? We have Deceiver. Let's attack with these 2. We gotta leave these back. They're at 24. This does let them flip the Ajani. This gets to flip Ajani. But we'll just shock this in, and we will pass the turn. Next turn, we'll attack the Ajani. We'll tap their things. We'll gain some life. We'll tap things. We got a lot of options. Ajani. Okay. Okay. We could have done a lot of things. That's one of the cool things about the... Put a pulse almost one on each cat. You want to play the game of... This is the game you want to play with me? Alright. Tappy, tappy, tap. I guess we cycle first. Cycle. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I don't want to talk about what just happened. Draw card. Gain some life. Alright. So now we just swing all out at a Johnny here. This is 5/5. Begin combat. Begin combat. A Johnny. A Johnny. I imagine they're gonna like block. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. I don't know what I'm doing. We have so many options and like. Okay. 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 Just gonna keep on just hitting okay. I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. I guess I'm gonna like Deceiver, untap this land, bounce this cat token or something. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm gonna do. One. I would like them to tap out. I guess this is Ocelot Pride. Okay. Okay. This is very annoying. Our opponent is being annoying. But the important thing is they don't have a red permanent. Right? As long as they don't have a red permanent, we're like, okay. We might have to put a +1/+1 on each cat you control. Sure. Alright. So, do you want to go to combat here? What is this attack? They want to flip the Ajani? I guess it gets to... Okay. So it's a 6/5, so it just dies to the Generous Ent. They flip the other Ajani. I mean, I'm going to block. Okay. I don't understand. What am I missing here about that? Okay. Okay. Put a +1/+1 counter on each cat you control. Deal. Alright. So if I bounce this, they're still going to get a thing. They can just replay it, and it's still just a 3/3. They just get an extra energy. So I'm going to let this happen. They're going to get a cat. God, this is so annoying. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. We're going to play Deceiver. We're going to untap our land. Yeah. And now we're going to bounce. What are we bouncing here? I guess we bounce the Ocelot Pride. I guess we just bounce a token. This sucks. I'm just going to bounce that. Hey. Hey. I gotta do this. Yay! Yay. There's all this complicated board state. Twin. Taste it. So that's the point of the deck, right? The point is, when they get really, really, really annoying, like they do, you just twin them. Okay, so what do we want to board in? Probably don't need Force. I think they're going to play around Force of Negation a little bit better than they did last game. I think we want Endurances. I think there's also an argument for Foundation Breakers. Foundation Breaker to kill like the artifact, and we'll cut these Glass Hulks because they kind of suck. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is just draw a twin. You just put the creatures in play and then you draw a twin. All right, this is a danger zone when we have one of these in our hand, but it's fine. It's fine. We're not going to draw the other 3, and everything's going to be fine. Ragavan. Oh my god, we're dead. Oh my god, we're dead. Can't beat a Ragavan. Never beaten a Ragavan in my life. Alright. Let's get... I want to play around Blood Moon, so we're going to do that to the best of our ability. Let's get Waker. Okay. Remember when people wanted Ragavan to be banned? I still want Ragavan to be banned. Fuck this card. If it comes from a Modern Horizon set, I want it to be banned. Except for Yawgmoth. Put Yawgmoth into Standard, and then everything's fine. Every card from Modern Horizon set could be banned. I'm with Doomwake. Give me that. What did he call it? Pure Modern? No. Maybe that's not the best phrase right now. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting plenty of brain damage, don't worry. Oh, hey. It's our friend. Guess we just yield to the turn. I mean, all my things are fancy instant speed stuff, because I'm cool like that. No, we're not going there. Alright, do I want to bounce the Ragavan? Or do I want to get hit by the Ragavan? I guess we can take a hit from a Ragavan. What's the worst that happens? You know, what's the worst that happens when we take this hit? Okay. That's pretty bad. No. The worst is you die. Ragavan does have Death Touch to players. This is known information. I only have 4 cards in play. Blood Moon. Oh, Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay. Okay. What are they discarding here? 2 lands. Well, that's pretty good for them. 1, 2. Don't be a Johnny. Oh my god damn it. God fucking damn it. Oh, we lose. Good game. Both sides fought hard. A Johnny's here. We've lost. Well, you see, they have Goblin Bombardment, so I'm going to have to deal with all this shit again. How does a Johnny beat a whale? You'll see. A Johnny beats everything. This combination of cards is horseshit. Yep. You're wrong. Alright. Let's... Waker of Waves. Ooh. A Foundation Breaker. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to Foundation Break. Oh, I guess I put Endurance in my hand. Oh, that actually works out very nicely. Oh, Twin. Perfect. Alright. We need to progress our board. Unfortunately, this is really going to hurt us. But sometimes you have to take a leap of faith. Alright. So now we're going to go 1, 2... Play this. Let's see what happens. They're going to sacrifice all their creatures. Going to put Living End onto the stack. They're going to sack all their dudes, and then we have Endurance. Uh-huh. Alright. Endurance, Pitch, Tortuga. You don't need to get all those cards back. You don't need all those cards back. I need my cards back. You don't need your cards back. I need my cards back. You don't get your anything back. And I get to kill your Johnny. That was the best Fudgy the Whale I could ever hope for. That was just like crazy good. I'm going to Endurance myself and get this Living End back in my deck. That's just so good. Like, look at how good this was. Look at how good that was. Remember when I gave up last turn? That's because, much like Homelander, when he brings the cake of Fudgy the Whale to the people, Fudgy the Whale is a sign of good things to come. You know, when Homelander brought the cake to the people in his Homelander base. Alright, so all we gotta do is draw a red mana for Twin. No, we don't draw a red mana for Twin. They have revealed a Ragavan. Oh, I'm almost dead. I got a 2. God, I hate a Johnny. Oh my God, why does a Johnny have to be so stupid? Alright, so what happens? 7/7, 5. So I just full swing at them. If I full swing at them, alright, we have to think about this because it's the smart thing to do. If I full swing at them, they block here. They block here, and then they're taking 5. Well, this is a free block here. I guess I'm going to begin the combat. I'm going to swing this. How are we going to do this? We're not attacking with a 2/2 because that just gets blocked here. We're going to attack this here. We're going to attack this at a Johnny. I'll be right back. I'll be right back 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about all of that. We're here. Everything's fine. We've got a game to win. Everything is fine. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. No, I don't know how to say it. Amy's mom stopped by. It's complicated. Long story. No, it wasn't a poop. No. It's not a poop. Someone stopped by. Someone stopped by. Oh no, I meant to turtle. I meant to turtle there and bounce this. I meant to cast a turtle. Sorry. Alright. We had to give him one game to make it exciting. Forgive me. I meant to cast the Skyturtle to bounce the Ragavan. But my head is in a million places right now. Forgive me. I want to make it exciting. I want to go to game 3, right? I want to go to game 3 with 6 minutes left. We've got to make this as exciting as possible. You know? Perhaps I misclicked. But I want to make this exciting. I want to make it exciting as possible. Isn't this exciting? Alright, let's get our island. Let's surveil here. Let's get this. We have to make it as exciting as possible. Do I want this? Probably. I probably want this car. This deck has a lot of potential. I should have binned this because I'm going to cycle this. So I should have just binned it anyway. But if they play... Okay. Force cycling. Let's get this. We need that untapped red mana. Okay, your turn. Let the 3 mana 3/3s And the 3-mana 1/4s commence. I dare you to attack. Alright. Let's start with 1 Endurance. Boink. Alrighty. Architects. We can cycle the Architects. Play this land and attack. We will be swinging. Krasis can't tap a land, right? Krasis only taps creatures, and I don't think Deceiver is a good enough. This isn't worth adding to the board here. What? Interesting. That's an interesting use of a galvanic discharge. Okay. Okay. This is an interesting sequencing. Alright, let's get Bounding Krasis in play. Did I say Bounding Krasis? I meant we're gonna cast Endurance because I was trying to preserve my life total and I wasn't even thinking. Alright, let's just not draw a twin and punish me. Oh my fucking god. Alright. We're going to pass the turn. This is going to work good because we're going to tap down their land. Oh, it's just been a disaster for the last 10 minutes. I apologize to everyone. We've just been a train wreck for the last little bit. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Deceiver Exarch. Tappies. 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 Ah, that's adorable. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. All your cute little things you've got there. Yeah. Never didn't have it. I haven't seen her in years, so I had to say hello. Oh, this is so nice because we can put back this. This hand's bad, but Full Living End, unbeatable, unplayable, one of those things. I mean, we're 3-1, you know. I do think the initial lists I do think that Ricochet Trap is unplayable because you'd want it against blue control, and most of the blue control is playing Consigned to Memory as the answer to a lot of things. So Consigned to Memory, I feel, is a little bit too strong. Is this deck better than Yogg? I think this deck has a higher power level than Yogg. Crashing Footfalls. I think this deck is more powerful than Yogg long term. Or just like in terms of the raw power level. Like Yawgmoth doesn't have the raw power level to get nutty oh jeez. Oh jeez. Alright. Oliphaunt. I think we can do better than an Oliphante. Maybe we can't do better than Oliphante. Maybe we can't, but like Yawgmoth, you have to work for your wins. In this deck, you're just like herp derp, kill you. Okay. Let's see what's happening. When is this coming off suspend? Why not play Shardless? I think Shardless. The reason not to play Shardless is because you have to make room for all the shitty twin cards. What about Rhino Twin? Lose the ley line. I don't know. It'd be interesting. I mean, you could do all kinds of stuff with this list. All right. Am I going to play a Deceiver Exarch? I probably ought to. Just put it in play. All right. It's obviously just going to get whatever, but we should put it in play. Deceiver. Yeah. I think that you need a Wrath to beat some of the best decks. Let's tap this. Bonk. Alright, we've got our opponent on a clock now. The clock is real. I wonder if this deck should be playing a single Urborg just to be able to cast, just to be able to suspend this. Alright, so let's just pass the turn. Well, the thing, I'm pretty sure with Cascade, you would Cascade into the other Cascade into the Cascade. So I think you could play some number of those cards, and you could just, I think that works, right? Where you'd Cascade into Cascade into Cascade. So I think you could, right? This spell has, I don't know if it works like that. Like if they Cascade into Cascade into Cascade. But if it does, then you could easily put it in. I'm not 100% familiar with the rules of Cascade, I'll admit that. Yeah, it should work, but you could easily cut, like, you could probably cut, like, these cards for it or something. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be bad to play, like, 2 of them, you know what I mean? Like, playing 2 of those wouldn't be so bad. I'm going to surveil here. Bounding Krasis. I don't need that. I have this. I could use my Skyturtle here to return a fetch land and then use said fetch land to surveil again. So I think I want to do that. All right, well, we'll get them to 16. Right where we want them. I would not invest in the deck right now. Well, it depends on what you want to do, right? Like, the thing with Yogg is that it's always playable. Like, I think it's not an S tier deck, right? It's not S tier. It's not Breach. I think Breach is up here. It's Breach, and then it's Eldrazi and Boros. And then it's Yawgmoth and Black-White. And probably Yawgmoth and Black-White, I think, are about even. But I think Yawgmoth has a worse matchup than Black-White. I think Yawgmoth is bad into Black-White. Breach is S tier. Breach is always S tier. Okay. Yep. What's the unwinnable for Yogg? I think Eldrazi is bad, and I think the Solitude Ephemerate part of Black-White is bad, and I think that Boros Energy is just such a good deck that you could just lose to it. So I think it's like 60-40 with Boros Energy, and I think that it's probably 30-70 Eldrazi's favor. And I think that Black-White is like 70%. When they just have Solitude Ephemerate, it's just very difficult to beat that. Alright, let's try and get some business going. Let's try Incubation, whatever. Let's look for our 1/3, please. There it is. Thank you. Alright, let's attack for 1 here. So they can block it, and then we can get this back off our living end. They saw the line. Our opponent is not a dummy. They saw the line. Maybe they're dummy. Yeah, the new White-Black God is kind of ridiculous for that deck. Alright, now we're going to cast... This can get basic island, so let's cast this. There's almost a turn on. Yeah, I think Yogg is a lot like Titan, where if you're good at it, you can play it. And if you guess the right sideboard, then it's very... I struggle when I play Yawgmoth because... Alright, this is going to be real talk for a second, okay? This is real talk. When I'm playing against Yawgmoth in a challenge, as a streamer, I'm getting ghosted, right? A percentage of the time, I'm going to be ghosted. And is my win rate affected by my opponents being able to see my hand? Or is it just really bad? Or is it a combination of both? Like, I don't know how actual good Yawgmoth is because my results are skewed. I don't see Yawgmoth winning anything. I have a hard time playing against Eldrazi. I think that a lot of the Yawgmoth players have lost the plot in terms of trying to be this crazy answer everything jack of all trades deck, and they've lost the plot of it's a turn 4 combo deck. I think a lot of people have lost that. All right, what do I want to bring in against them? I want these cards, I suppose. And I probably want Disputes. And I probably... What do I want to cut? Do you have the version of Yawg that's winning? No, I don't think so. I don't think Yawg is winning anything right now. I think Breach is too good, and I think Eldrazi are too good. I don't think Yawg can win. But I don't know what tier Yawgmoth is because of a lot of the things. Got the whole deck just... Yeah. Like, people are playing as a mid-range value deck, and you can't play... Like, the problem is that it's the worst version of a mid-range value deck. Like, this version... This is better as a mid-range value deck, right? This deck is better, and this deck, you can't mid-range value Eldrazi. So these two decks stop the mid-range value deck that Yawgmoth wants to be. So you have to be an all-in combo deck. Like, you have to play Thoughtseizes to beat this. And you have to play Fulminator Mages and Thoughtseizes to beat this. But when you play those cards, you are very weak to this and this. Right? When you load up four Fulminator Mages in your sideboard and then 3 Thoughtseizes, and then your opponent's just like, cool Fulminator, kill you, you know? Alright, what am I boarding in? I'm getting a little distracted. I don't know if you guys could tell. Maybe we don't play the Twin. Maybe we shave Deceivers. And maybe we shave these Glass Hulks. And then we try... Alright, let's try this. No, I think that a lot of, like, I think that there's a lot of variance, but Yawgmoth did not do very well in general the last couple of weeks. I think Eldrazi is very hard for Yawgmoth. It's a very hard deck for Yawgmoth to beat, especially when they're on the play. When Eldrazi's on the play, it just is so strong. It's just so powerful and so strong. Graveyard. We need lands. I have an answer. Unban Deathrite. The problem is, if you unban Deathrite, Breach would play Deathrite. Breach would just get faster. It's already playing green for... You know, it would be turn 1 Deathrite, turn 2... You know, they would just get another mana dork that's just broken. Alright. And the black-white deck would get a lot better. Alright, let's get a Mountain Cycle. I guess we're getting Steam Vents here. This is actually tough. We do want green mana, but in order to cycle this, we need blue. So I guess we're going to get Steam Vents. And we're going to yield to a turn. But I don't know. But when I look at Yawgmoth lists and I see, like, just ridiculous cards. Like, unplayable cards. Yeah. Yeah, you could play it in Hollow One. It would go in Hollow One. It would go in... It would be the first card. Yeah, like Swarmweaver. Like, people have lost the plot to Yawgmoth, I think. I think that just because you have Green Sun Zenith doesn't mean you need to become this toolbox answer everything combo deck. Like, I would watch Dingo play Yawgmoth, and the number of game ones where he would draw an Outland Liberator, and I would just be thinking to myself, like, what if this was, like, something good? Alright. Okay, so we have the Cascade. We could Living End right meow, but I think we want to wait. Into the graveyard. I think we want to wait and be patient. Swarmweed. Yeah, it's just too cute. Like, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. But it's very hard for Yawgmoth to beat Orzhov midrange with Solitude Ephemerate. Like, Yawgmoth has struggled with the card Solitude and Ephemerate. Like, Yawgmoth struggled with the card Fury Ephemerate, and Solitude Ephemerate is just as dumb. I guess I could just go for it. Right? We could just jam it. See what happens. I mean, they're going to force a negation. But, yeah, let's jam it. Who cares? Let's not be a coward. I didn't mean to F6 check you, opponent. If you're watching, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to F6 check. I just was not sure what I was going to do. I didn't mean to F6 check. Sorry. Alright, so they have Endurance, right? And they're debating on when they can Endurance me. But either way, I'm going to get a 3-1 out of this. 4-8 Singleton. Yeah, that way you can answer literally everything. You know? And... okay, here comes Endurance. I think Omnath... I think for... Alright, so when it comes to Omnath, right? There was someone who was a champion of the deck, which was Respect the Cat. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Respect the Cat, but he is someone I respect a lot as a player, right? I respect the Cat. I have a lot of respect for Respect the Cat. I think he's a very, very good player. He streams a lot. Sometimes he gets a little salty, a little spicy, just like a cat would, right? The claws come out occasionally. But if you notice, he was big into the Omnath, right? Omnath. Like, you see all this 4-color shit, right? You see all the 4-color that he was playing, right? And now he qualified for the Pro Tour and is now playing Orzhov midrange exclusively. Yeah. All right, this is fine because the Cascade's still going to trigger. And I still want a Living End, right? Because I just want to get rid of their stupid Endurance. So this worked out nicely for me. I got rid of an Endurance and I got a 3-1. Yeah, it's a deal. Yeah, I'm True Hero is doing it. He beat me. He beat me in a challenge where I was not respecting him and I played poorly and I lost. He was playing 4 Sweep the Skies. I think that deck has potential, but I think that looking at Respect the Cat, who was a champion of Omnath for years. Not years, but just... alright. This is fine. Oh, you should play another one. Please play another one. Alright. I'm just gonna... what should I do? Should I Force of Vigor this? I could just bounce it. Alright. Let's go to combat. Or let's draw... oh, no. God damn it. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Why is it gotta be like this? Why is it always like this? Oh, I hate this deck. Oh, perfect. Alright, so our opponent doesn't have the mana. I kind of want to see if I can get greedy with this Force of Vigor. Oh, they tapped me. I've been iced. I kind of want to get greedy with this Force of Vigor. I can take 4 off this. They play so many enchantments and artifacts that I think I can be greedy. What? Getting all these... collecting all your Living Ends? Listen, The best place for your living ends are right in your hand together. That way you know where they are. I didn't have... How was I supposed to shuffle that in? I didn't have a chance to do that. I mean, I have endurances in the deck, so I could shuffle this in. It's just so slow. It's just so slow. But that stupid Blink deck could play it. But that card is very slow. That card is very slow, indeed. The good thing is that I can use my Colossal Skyturtle and channel this and return the living end from the graveyard to my hand, and then I can have a set of living ends in my hand, which I think would be pretty sweet. What are you doing? Alright. Force, pitching, force. Alright, hold on. Force of Vigor. Bonk, bonk. Oh, it's got hexproof. That's fancy. That's fancy. Alright, now all I need to do is draw a tapper. I guess I play a 3-1. We just pass. I know, right? If you put your living ends in your hand, they can never be surgically extracted by jerk faces who play mill. Let's draw a tapper. Okay. Oliphaunt. Might as well get this. Attack. I guess I should just play this. See if it forces them to do something, or they cast an endurance or something. They don't know what I know. They don't know what I know. And I know that the 2 living ends are in my hand. Now they know the 2 living ends are in my hand. I would just like to reveal my whole library so you can see everything. I don't have black. We don't have the black in this list. Oh, please put it back into the deck. Come on. Put the living end back in the deck. I don't think they should have done that. Don't think they should have done that. Alright, we have a living end now. Opponent should not have done that. But maybe they wanted to play a 3-4. You could easily play a Graven Karns. You could also play, like, a Urborg. Like, I think if you were to play... You could also play Street Race in this deck pretty easily. Ooh. Yeah, you could play Sunken Ruins. You could play a Street Wraith. There's a lot of things you could do. I think that you could do a lot with this list. But I also think that you can also whiff a lot and do nothing, like we're doing. Alright, so we have to draw a tapper. We have to draw the O4 that I boarded out, and then we have to, like, tap this. Go up to 5 colors and include the domain package. I mean... Ugh. Go up to 80 cards. I mean, let's not get... Listen, Yorion got banned, so we don't have to do Yorion stuff anymore. Alright, we have to draw a tapper. And they have to have no cards in their hand. Okay. You have to draw a tapper, and they have to have no cards in their hand. Okay, well, it's possible that drawing all your living ends will cost you the game as living end, but who could say? 61 card special. Why did I choose to draw my living ends? Well, I wanted to see... I want my life to be an example of what not to do when you're playing a deck, right? Like, you see this hand? You don't want to keep this hand, right? I'm here to help you understand. You see this? When you're playing Magic, it's important to draw lands. I'm showing you what not to do. The Twins, the Living Ends just want to be here. They just want to be here. They just want to be present and a part of the party. How come when I have this cool Foundation Breaker, they don't have the stupid leyline? Now, just don't shuffle my deck. Yes, the Living Ends are on the bottom, and they're going to stay on the bottom, and we'll just leave them at the bottom. We're going to leave them at the bottom. All right. Let's start with Hedge Maze, I suppose. Don't want that. I need some business. I need some action. All right. Let's go. Give me some action. Cycle me into some action. All right. This gets another Surveil land. Yeah. The Twins you can cast. Do I want double green or double blue? Double blue lets me negation. Double green lets... I'm going to get Thundering Falls here. I probably want this. Into the graveyard. I don't want it. Fuck you. Alrighty. So I can just Foundation Breaker this. I can Bloodstained Marauder, get back this, kill this. I kind of want to save this for... Rhinos, so I think I just want to kill this. And this will kill this forever, right? Like, it'll kill it when this comes back, when it comes back into play, when I Living End. Then it'll kill it again. They definitely don't have Endurance, so it'll be fine. Alright, so now they Rhinos. And then we can Living End away all their Rhinos. And they won't have Endurance, and they won't have Force of Negation, and everything will be fine. I would like a land. Are they going to Endurance me now? I have to cast it, right? Hope they don't have Force of Negation. Please don't have Force of Negation. I beg you. Yay. I would like to kill that. Oh, they didn't have anything. They had nothing. Foolish opponent having nothing. I will... 1, 2, 3. I would like to destroy it. See? It destroys it in perpetuity. I might as well cast this too. I would like... I guess... Generous Ent, I guess. Okay, yield to the turn. Gamba. We can't do Gamba. I guess we can. It's a $10 game. Start a prediction. Do we win? Do we win? Do we win? Yes, no. Alright. There is 2 minutes here for your prediction. And just a hint, one of those options cannot win. So if you feel like throwing away points, go for it. Alright, so... that is gone. That's fine. Oh, it's our tapper. I have better things that I would like to twin, if I'm being honest. Alright, let's attack... Yep. Yes. Yes, use all those leyline bindings. Good. Good. Yes. What did you expect? What did you expect? What did you guys expect? I mean, let's be real here. All right, it's time. It's time. Does Splinter Twine? Do we get to split them in twine? All right. It's important that we untap our guy with our fish frog. No, what are you doing? Stop it. What is this? Oh, you just want to delay the inevitable, huh? You just couldn't let me have fun with my little fish frog. Fine. I'll have fun next turn with my fish frog. Fine, I will have fun next turn. I'm fish frogging main phase because I want to get in for 3. Tappies. Alrighty. So we have the Splinter Twin. 1, 2, Scion of Draco. That doesn't stop it. Does glue win? Yes. That will count as glue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Splinter thy twine. Yay. Boop. Boop. Oh my god. Yes. Boop. Yay! The best part is that nobody's made me do it yet. Alright. Choose prediction. Choose outcome. Yes. Complete prediction. I'm sorry to those that voted I like glue. So, this deck was kind of sweet. This deck was kind of sweet. Let's open 5 of our chests. I mean, I do like glue too. Oh, they put Min online? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Actually, this is actually sick. Solid dude. Bowmasters. I want to show you guys something. I want to show you that I've been waiting for that card to come online for... Look at that. Look, it's right here. I've been waiting for this deck to come online. She's here now. It's ready. I'm ready. Look at this. Bam. I'm ready. I have sold a bunch of the cards that were belonged in this deck.